Big coronavirus story of the morning. The Texas Supreme Court rejected State Attorney General Ken Paxton's attempt to block school mask mandates. Michelle Choi is live on the story. Michelle, some folks already celebrating this news, even if it's not a done deal just yet.
That's right, Lauren. Several school districts that have already required masks getting a boost from this order, though we'll have to wait and see what happens next. It's also a victory for Harris County, who went to court against the governor over these mask mandates. Now, while the Texas Supreme Court did clear the way for school districts across Texas, including here in Harris County, to require people to wear masks in the classrooms, this isn't over yet. That's because yesterday's ruling was a victory on a technicality. The Supreme Court dismissed the state AG's request to block school mask mandates because he didn't go through the Court of Appeals first. The High Court also barred the governor from enforcing his order against school districts while this plays out. Now, local leaders reacting to the news, including Harris County Judge Lina Hidalgo, who went on Twitter, first congratulated County Attorney Christian Menefee. She then tweeted out a separate statement calling the ruling a, quote, big win and a victory for our kids' health. It's a blow for state leaders, though, who have been fighting off cities, counties, and school districts who are trying to require masks. Paxton argued in court that the patchwork of local mandates is causing mass confusion. Now, this case is expected to end up at the High Court eventually, which already has sided with the governor on this issue before. Lauren.
Michelle Choi live on this ever-changing story. Thank you for an update on those big developments. Of course, we'll be staying on top of it. So as kids head back, COVID cases are spiking in some districts. So what do the numbers tell us about masking in schools? Let's break it down. New Caney ISD went back to school on August 9th without a mask mandate. Since then, 216 of their more than 16,000 students tested positive. That's about 1.3%. Masks are also optional at Humble ISD. They've had 466 of their nearly 47,000 students test positive. That's just under 1% of students. Spring ISD went back August 11th and requires masks. They've had just 139 students test positive out of more than 33,000 students. That's less than half of 1%. And Conroe ISD, where masks are optional, more than 750 students have COVID. That's right around 1%. But there is a worrying trend here. New positive reports tripled over a 4-day period this week. Meanwhile, the TEA changed their guidance yesterday. Parents now must be notified if there is a positive COVID case in their child's classroom or other school program. KHOU, of course, is your education station, and we know a lot of families are worried about COVID in the classroom.
Yeah, and that fear can quickly turn into anxiety for children. Brittany Ford spoke with one family navigating it all.
9-year-old Ellie Hinojosa, heading to the 4th grade at Arredondo Elementary in Richmond, has always looked forward to the first day of school.
I can talk to my friends and I can study with them. It's just really fun. We get to do activities together.
But after witnessing her mother deathly sick from COVID last year,
she saw what I went through.
Some of that excitement has turned into fear.
A lot of kids getting really sick right now because of the brand new virus.
Parents are asking questions, kids are asking questions.
Dr. Julie Jones with J. Jones Therapy says there are ways to help ease anxiety of returning to the classroom. One, reminding them of what school looked, smelled, and even tasted like before the virus.
What happens when you fill the story in with all the senses? Your brain realizes you really know a whole lot. So the fear of the future, a lot of it subsides.
Jones also suggests acting it out, visiting school for a trial run with masks, social distancing, and things that will look and feel different. If visiting the campus isn't an option, she says seeing pictures of their classroom and even their teacher on the school website can help.
Well, if the kid can engage with that picture, there's high familiarity. And when they go back into school, we've lopped off a big chunk of that anxiety.
And while trying to work through those emotions,
Scared, I'm nervous, I'm kind of excited.
Ellie's mother, Diana, says her hope is that a vaccine is available soon.
I just want her to go back to school and for it to be normal. I want that vaccine for this age group.
Brittany Ford, KHOU 11 News.
Thank you, Brittany. Just heartbreaking there. And let's stick with schools as we get to some of your other coronavirus headlines. Counting down from number 3, a group of parents protested in Fort Bend ISD Thursday. They want expanded virtual learning this year. There will be virtual learning in Fort Bend ISD starting August 30th, but it will be limited. Number 2, Houston ISD now offering an added bonus to teachers. District employees who get the vaccine will also get a one-time $500 stipend if they provide proof. And number 1, Austin City Limits Music Festival will require proof of vaccination or a negative test. Organizers say the negative test results must be within 72 hours of attending.